Welcome back. This is Fel's Corner podcast. We're back at this. Well, you know. So, OG.
Yo. Is that how you do your intro? Right?
Yo.
Yeah, I haven't heard that in a ill minute. What's good, D? How you been? How's things?
Chilling.
Back. It's like that Carter song. Welcome back. Actually, Mace did a mix on that.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Welcome back. Yeah, that should have been the intro. Welcome back.
Yeah. So we got a jam-packed show going on right now. Well, I'm looking at the camera right here. Got a jam-packed show going on right now. Welcome back, OG. We're back at this, you know.
It's good to be back. Yeah.
It's the second chapter at this, you know.
Yeah. It's a Fellas Corner 2.0. I'm excited about this new 2020. I feel good. Finally, I feel good. You know.
Finally, huh?
But with all that said, I'm happy to be here again.
You happy to be here?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I love doing this show. You know, I'm excited for because we're gonna come out with new stuff too. Like we're gonna come out with new content. We're gonna explore other shit that we didn't do last year. You know, obviously we couldn't do much, but even that's the plan. But you know what? I think we might even do some field shit down the road, right?
Yeah.
On the road again.
We're gonna cheer for that. I'm gonna see what we're gonna get the chair on there. This is my good one. We're going to do a lot of things.
Clap.
No, it's not that clap.
It's all good.
We're going to do some cheers for that. You know why?
Why?
We got a lot of things coming. Video we got coming. We got the YouTube we're trying to produce on there. If y'all have any ideas about that YouTube thing, write a message on YouTube with us, you know, when we put this video up.
IG, you can let us know.
IG, YouTube, Twitter. But that's how it goes, you know. So we got a lot of things to talk about, you know. So what's going on, OG? Where you been at?
Oh, I've been so we haven't done the show for about 2 months. You know, the reason for that, a lot of people was wondering. We haven't been doing this show. I got a couple messages asking what's going on, how things is going, and I had the Rona. You know what I'm saying? I had that, dude, and it wasn't pleasant. You know, it's not. It is like what they say it is. You know, it's like the flu plus 3 plus 4 times whatever. So it's something that you just can't, you know, you can't do nothing about it. You get it. You just have to deal with it. I had to deal with it for about 2 weeks. And then my son ended up getting it. My fiance ended up getting it. So then I had to quarantine for another 10 days after I already quarantined for 2 weeks. You know,
yeah.
it wasn't fun, man. I'm telling you, like I've had the flu. I've had the cold, and I know there's like these politicians out there that talk about like, you know, it's like, you know, no big deal. I know there's states that masks are not mandatory. I've seen like videos in Florida, people go grocery shopping with no mask. But I'm telling you, man, it's something serious. It may not be serious for young kids, but anybody over 30, it's definitely serious. And I can
tell you this right now. It's serious. That's why I wasn't even here when you got that Rona.
Yeah, I'm saying you got your family too. You know what I mean? It would be irresponsible for me to not let people know that I would come here, how I'm doing or what's going on, and stop them from coming, including you and others. So it's one of those things where once you get it, you just have to deal with it. And I had to deal with it. You know, I couldn't work. I couldn't do the podcast. I couldn't be near family members. My mom, God bless her, I couldn't be near her. My dad, I talked to him over the phone. He was calling me a couple of times a week. How I'm doing, you know, brothers, sisters, everybody was there. My brother, you know what I'm saying? He was quite the you know, sometimes the little things that matter, but it's really big in the big scheme of things. Yo, he dropped off like Gatorade. He's like, yo, check your steps. You know, yo, do have Gatorade. He left over for me just out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. Big ups to my brother Kevin. So it's one of them things where you don't expect it. And once you get it, you're like, damn, this thing is really it's serious.
Hey,
you know?
As long as you're healthy, my brother.
Yeah, I'm doing good. And then here's the thing, right? So, you know, just to let people know that either gone through it, didn't go through it, it's the testing phase, right? You go through the testing, right? You know, you feel you got it, right? You go through the testing, you get, you know, you're positive, you quarantine. The thing is that after you're done, you actually test yourself, you're still positive.
Yeah, you positive for a while, too.
Yeah,
it don't come out your system.
Yeah, it don't come out your system. You may not have the symptoms, so that's why we haven't done this for like 2 months, because it's still in your system. You may not have the symptoms. Less likely that you're as contagious as you were when you had the symptoms. But the thing is, it's still in your body, you know, and you have to go through a long, you know, waiting game for eventually to feel 100% healthy, you know?
Well, as long as you're healthy, you're back at it. I say, you know, it could have been rough. It could have been rough, but God willing, God
absolutely.
willing.
I will say I want to thank all the politicians out there that beefing each other, because I tell you, it was entertaining on TV.
Very entertaining.
They had a trial.
Even more entertaining. You ever went on Facebook and everybody's still complaining?
I didn't go on Facebook that much because I'll tell you straight. One of the things that actually happened, and this is true, and I don't think they touch on this a lot, is that physically you're not there. You can't do as much, but what it really comes down to, mentally you're really not there either.
Yeah.
So
true.
at that time, I would watch TV, but I didn't watch all my shows. I didn't watch sports as much as I really felt I could. I didn't eat as much, which is a little bit different than mentally, but I couldn't do a lot of things. And then when it came to Facebook and messaging, I just wasn't there. So I was kind of almost like in this, I was in this box of just me. And in that box was sleep, wake up, and sleeping was a freaking nightmare. But I would sleep, wake up, eat as much as I felt I could eat because my body, the appetite wasn't there. Then I would sleep again, get up, try to do something, try to be motivated. But remember, I was doing this all in a room. I couldn't leave that bedroom because I was
So we missed a lot. I think the last time we did an episode was probably first week of January.
We did that. So we had the end of the year one. Then we came back with the New Year's special where we touched on a little bit of J-Lo. We touched a little bit on the Trump.
So
I think Rafi made a phone call to the dude in New Jersey.
Oh yeah,
you played the feed for us.
So as I said before, we missed a lot. Obviously we missed a couple of things. One of them, Tom Brady winning the Super Bowl.
We missed that.
That was a big thing.
You predicted him to do it?
I was off. I was off. I had KC, but KC plays a little bit horrible. Obviously we missed the inauguration.
We did, which was really cool.
Yeah, we missed a lot of things. But at the end of the day,
J-Lo sang there. Could she sing when she sang?
I don't know. I still think J-Lo.
They said that was one of the greatest performances in any.
Yeah, they always say, "Come on, seriously, seriously." I do see a lot of people complaining still. They're about to get another $1,400, and people still complaining, saying it takes too long.
That's what I was saying. Are they complaining that they're going to get only $1,400 because that's the most ever?
Hey, I always say this: if you are an individual that was depending how much we got all together, if it's 2012, 3,200. Mm-hmm. If you're an individual that you're complaining about getting 3,200, it's a bigger problem than that 3,200.
Yeah, I see. The only problem is that it's 3,200, but the side effect to this is that we're getting it because the economy went down in tanks, right? Because so a lot of people lost thousands. Yeah,
but my thing is, if you're getting 3,200. It's a bigger problem if you have to depend on that 3,200.
That is a great point.
That's a bigger problem. That's a bigger problem, my opinion. But obviously, we understand the economies in this rate right now. The economies, I'm not saying it's going to rebound anytime soon, but it's supposed to be on the right track. And you can't depend on a politician. You can't depend on anybody. It's yourself. A lot of people are updating their resumes. A lot of people doing new things. You got to do new things. But 3,200 shouldn't make or break you, regardless of what it is. Because rent is still going to be due. Mortgage is still going to be due. You still got to buy stuff. You still got to buy something to eat. You can't make or break you. Now, other things like help, like whether it's EBT cards getting increased, unemployment rate extending, things like that I understand. But that 1,400 to 1,200 to 600, that shouldn't make or break you. That shouldn't really make or break it. And that's a bigger problem. And I heard from Dave Ramsey, and I follow Dave Ramsey, and he said the same thing. If that $600 or $1,200 or $2,000 stimulus check is really what make or break you, it's a bigger problem than that.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, Dave Ramsey's great. One of the great shows, not great, but good shows that he taught me that don't invest in mobile homes.
Yeah,
it's
you
only
don't
homes that go down in value.
Yeah, you can't invest in mobile homes.
But anyway, you're right. So it shouldn't make or break you. But it goes a little bit more than that because some of these people that need that kind of money is also small business owners that kind of rely, small flower shops and mom and pop spots that have little restaurants and convenience stores that were affected by it. So it does affect a lot of people. Not everybody can be well off as others, but it is something that is important. So I understand where they're coming from.
I just don't understand. I understand this, but neither here there. Everybody going to get their help. I believe they're about to pass it. It went through.
I think the 14th.
Yeah, the 14th they're about to pass. You'll get about the 22nd with direct deposit, and obviously paper checks comes afterwards. But I was reading something the other day. OG, you ever embarrass your kids?
In public?
Yeah.
I did one time, yeah.
You ever get to the point that it's so embarrassing that sometime when they get older, your actions previously kind of judge what they're doing?
Psychologically, I could see that, but since my kids is 17 and 10, it's too early for that. But what you're telling me, that it's something you
So we was talking about what we was talking about back in the day. We talked about a couple of weeks ago about Benzino.
Benzino, okay.
Benzino, how he obviously he lost to Eminem and lost to 50 Cent and all that.
Yeah.
Now his daughter feel embarrassed that to the point that she kind of disowns him.
Royce the 5'9", I think, was talking about how hard she is.
So Coi Leray, to the point that she kind of disowns him because of it.
Because of that whole Royce the 5'9", with Joyner Lucas type of
yes. So it's one of those things, which is understandable,
Yeah.
But it comes to, I thought about it. I wonder if my actions now, because I feel like I'm the cool dad. I feel like I'm the guy who just, one of those guys that lay back, relax.
Yeah.
But when I wanted to one day get older.
You're the type of dad, like when your son tells you Bobby Shmurda's out, you be like, yeah, that's right. Do the Shmurda dance. Yeah.
So I'm a type of guy who's like, hey, when they reach 18, I want to say, hey, that's my dad. Coi Leray doesn't say that because he probably rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Yeah. So now she's in the industry as a rapper, and no one probably want to deal with that because of her dad.
But here's the other thing too: you actually have to go a little bit further back because remember Benzino was also, I think, on Housewives of I don't know if it was not the Housewives, Hip Hop of Atlanta. I think it was where he allegedly slept with his. Because I remember my fiance was watching. I remember catching it too. Where he allegedly slept with his secretary, right? There was that beef. Remember? Was it Stevie J, right? Remember Stevie J had that back and forth with the young.
I forgot he was in that hip hop.
Yeah, because remember Stevie J and Benzino, they were friends, right? Yep. And then at one point Benzino was trying to sleep with Stevie J on the show. Stevie J's fiance, remember the Spanish chick?
Who was the Spanish? Was it? I know that she's about to be a rapper or she's a singer now.
Yeah. So there was an episode where like Stevie J confronted Benzino with the chick, like they were like in a parking lot somewhere, and Benzino was like, "I ain't trying to sleep with you." He's like, "You're gonna come and lie," and Stevie J didn't really stick up for her. So I'm saying Benzino's like acts, you know what I mean? The way he's been doing his thing goes way back years ago. So I don't blame the daughter because it didn't just start now.
Yep.
It goes back. He's been embarrassed of beyond after the Eminem.
Back and back.
Yeah.
See, my thing is, you got, and I know it's probably because something situation with obviously the mother and Benzino, because I don't think they live together, but obviously he's saying that she lived in mansions and things like that, so she's a little bit ungrateful. But it's always happening. And I always think about this: you always have to watch out who you have kids with. This is why you're supposed to think really hard of who you have kids with, regardless of anything. Think really hard. You can't rush into it. And then there's a lot of people have that situation. They rush into these kids, and now you have a rift with your baby mama, and then now you have a situation that the kids don't understand, and they only see one side. Yeah. The kids tend to only see one side. That's why you gotta make sure you got the right person to have a baby with.
The answer to all of this is that. Just don't be a celebrity, because when you're a celebrity, if you don't act right, it's everywhere. Everybody can see it. No matter where you go, they know it's you.
Everywhere.
And people love to post stuff.
Of course.
And the thing with Benzino, he loves to post stuff with his shirt off. I don't know if that's just he gets off on it. That's his thing.
The girl is Jocelyn.
Jocelyn Hernandez.
Yeah, Jocelyn.
Yeah.
She looked like a man to me.
It's funny. A lot of people say that. I see it, but at the same time, you also got to give it the 2 thumbs up when you see her walking down. You got to be like, all right, Stevie J. But I'm saying that's when like Benzino's acts has been going way back.
Yep.
It wasn't something brand new, like just to the Instagram and doing. He was doing shit way back.
Way back. To the point. And now Kanye and Kim Kanye or whatever, they getting about to get divorced.
Like, did you say this? Like, if we go into the archives and previous show, did you say this before? Because I felt like I heard somebody say that there was a divorce, and I did not believe it.
Yeah, there was rumblings of them getting divorced. Now she filed for that divorce.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Kanye, this is the first time he got married, 1 divorce. Kim, how many times she got divorced? 3 or 4?
Well, married. So she got married with the Brooklyn Nets basketball player, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
She had another one that it was annulled. It was like a one. It was annulled on there. It was very.
That's the one. That's the one.
No, it was another one. No. The Brooklyn one she had for a while. She was. They was on. They was on. He was on. It was like a 2 months. 2 months.
Well,
they had
I said less than a month.
Yeah,
2 months is a while.
that's long for her standard. I don't even know how she even keep up with Kanye West that
well,
long.
You know what? It is funny. They actually think how the hell does she deal with Kanye?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
All his craziness, I kind of feel bad for her in the long run, but all his craziness with his obviously the mental health is not a joke, but he has a lot of mental issues.
Yeah.
So
did you ever see the episode on you know how David Letterman on Netflix he has like that interview? Did you ever see the one with him and Kanye?
Snippets.
You got to watch it. So it starts off pretty good, right? It starts off with David Letterman getting to know who Kanye is. You know, the musician. We know Kanye goes way back with Jay-Z, his brain, his intelligence as a producer.
Okay.
Good music. It goes in, right? And it starts off good, right? And it shows how every Sunday he does like the church seminars and he does the with the blue lighting and everything. It starts off good. And then he starts talking about, mental health, being bipolar, how like otherwise people may not take it serious. And it just takes a turn. And you can tell by the way David Letterman starts to react to his answers to the question where he's like, this guy is not necessarily just bipolar. He's on a whole nother level of just not understanding. Now, no disrespect to Kanye and the way his mind works because he is a genius when he comes musically.
Some way a genius.
Yeah, but it's like personally in public he's a different type of person, and that interview kind of taps into say that like he's not who we think he is. And I think Kim, granted they have 4 kids I think it was at this point.
Was that is it 3 or 4? I don't even know. Most of those they pop out like ovens because they technically none of them get pregnant besides one of them.
Like the Jackson 4s now. Jackson 5s but 4s.
Remember one night, speaking of Michael Jackson, you ever notice that it just come out of nowhere? He just got a kid. When he had his 2 kids, he just
it's funny. The kid was never a baby.
Yeah,
the kid is already like 5, 6,
just
7,
like
that.
That's exactly what Kim and Kanye West did.
You never see it as like a kind of a baby.
They just come in all of a sudden like Jackson has a kid. Paris, okay.
Paris has already got legs that's longer than his arm.
Kanye with Kim, it was bound to happen. 2 different views. A lot of people saying that Kim kind of used them to get her initiative of releasing all the inmates and things like that. A lot of people say that was used. Obviously, Kanye's a billionaire now. Kim can make her own money.
Her net worth, I believe, is around $600 million.
Yep, and then he's a billionaire.
Yeah, $2 billion, around $2 billion. So you'd figure. There would be some type of like.
They had it was reports saying that they had a prenup. Yeah. So I wonder who had the prenup. Was it Kim or was it Kanye?
See, the thing, that's a tough one because they both have their own entity already in place.
But at the time, I think it was Kim had the prenup because she had more money than him. He was having problems.
This is before Yeezy's blew up.
Yeah, before Yeezy blew up. Well, it's not before Yeezy blew up, but before he was in a lot of issues with financially. But
like maybe you can correct me. This is like right after Amber Rose,
right? It was right after Amber Rose.
So you figure he was more.
He was on a decline. Decline money wise. I don't know about decline talent wise because I think
not talent, but I'm saying you would think like just based on the emotional aspect of being in that relationship to just not being in it because we don't know how that went. But
he was a junkie at the same time. He always had issues, but I think he's gonna have some good music.
His music is great, but
I wonder if he's gonna have some great music coming out ever since this.
Well, I mean, there's the Heartbreaks, right?
Yeah, 808 and Heartbreak. That was a phenomenal album. I think.
It's funny. I listened to it because you told me that.
You can always tell Kanye West's mood by his albums with every relationship. Yeah. Amber Rose days was Graduation, College Dropout before Amber Rose, and then Graduation, and then what is it? Late Registration. Those are good albums. Obviously, with Kim, he had some horrible albums with Kim.
And that's when you got the one with Nas right after?
Yeah, the best one in my opinion with Kim was My Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah. And, that's actually a great album.
Yeah, that was Life of Pablo was a good one too. Mm-hmm. Those two. So he probably had his classics with Kim. Now, whoever decided to get with Kanye afterwards, hopefully he has a great album. Because, the best albums come out is either Heartbreak or it's never come out when you're with someone.
It could, but I think he's pretty much, I feel like anyway, I think he's like now more so on the business side. I mean, you told me he has Gap now. I didn't know until you told me that he was involved with that. But Yeezy's on a whole nother level.
Music is supposed to be, I know a lot of people have but you always have to adapt just like how Jay-Z adapt. Congratulations for that deal too, Jay-Z. Just how Jay-Z adapt. Music is always your concrete. That's how you build your wealth.
Absolutely.
And the rest is just
it's your
easy.
heart.
Exactly.
It's your heart.
Exactly.
It's like no matter how wealthy you can be, you always come back to the music. When you talk about Jay-Z, he had that great track that came out with Nipsey Hussle like a couple weeks ago. So no matter what it is, when that is your foundation to how you got into the mainstream of people know who you are. And let's talk about Jay-Z. He can get into all this. I know he was president of Def Jam at one point, and he has Rockaware.
Billionaire now.
Yeah, billionaire. He has, is it Ace? Is that the
Ace of Spades. He got 50% stake. He just sold it.
The music title.
Yeah, title. Yeah, title.
So no matter what, he still comes back to the music. So you could be right that Kanye would still come back to the music. I feel like he may not. I could be proven, but I feel like Kanye's music is.
And I love Christian music, and don't get me wrong, but those albums that he's been making with Christian music, it just don't work. Mm-hmm. And I think he prophesies and he profiting on all those Christianity, which is normal because a lot of Christians prophesize on Christianity anyway.
Yeah, of course. That's
so
the music of it.
I'm just saying that get back to the basics, Kanye. With that Life of Pablo, we want that graduation, we want that college dropout. Yeah. We want those type of music back. Just get that music back.
So on a side note, right? Like this is just me as a side question. This is just how my brain works, right? When you're when you're the Kardashian sisters. Is there like this back and forth of who got who right now? So right now, like one of them has a Devin Booker now, right? Is it Kylie?
Is it Kendall? Kendall.
Yeah. One of them.
He had Ben Simmons, then Devin Booker.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, I think Devin Booker is a higher level than Ben Simmons when it comes to basketball status.
Ben Simmons he probably is higher, but Ben Simmons is still Ben Simmons.
Here's the thing.
She had Blake Griffin too.
Yeah, I know that. But here's the thing: what you or others may look at when it comes to these basketball players is that you look at how well they did in college. Ben Simmons, number one overall pick.
Ben Simmons was a phenom. He's from Australia.
Yeah,
absolutely. Where he went? What college did he go to?
Number one. Australia.
No, which college?
I think it was LSU.
LSU, yes. Yeah, LSU.
LSU. And then Blake
Griffin. Supposed to be the next LeBron James.
Absolutely. Minus the shooting.
Yeah, minus he can't shoot.
But he can pass, he can rebound, he can play defense, all that, right? And he's like 6'10", big dude. Blake Griffin, number one, he went to Oklahoma, another big dude. Supposedly, he would have been the next Carmelo, right?
True.
Carmelo, two-time MVP, back-to-back. Shaq was never back-to-back. But he was supposed to be that. But they were all great in college, right? Devin Booker, I think, was like a 7th or 8th pick. I think out of is it Kentucky, maybe? I think it was. Was it Kentucky or Duke?
Ben Simmons?
No, Devin Booker.
Well, that's a good question.
But so my point is that he wasn't as high regard in college he was in the pros. So we might look at it and say, she's with Devin Booker, but hey, she was with Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons was great in college. He wasn't great in the pros. So I'm just saying, like right now, her highest
out of all the sisters, the highest ranked one is Kanye West out of all of them. And then second is I still think it's Travis Scott. Because Kendall, even though
one of them had Reggie Bush, Kim had Reggie.
Kim, but he wouldn't be high as like Travis Scott or
not Travis Scott, but
Kanye. But he could be a number 4.
Reggie Bush would be higher.
But
Kim
also had Ray J. So
shit.
So think about it. So Kim had the better ones.
I can't believe the Ray J's actually was started. The video.
Kim had the better ones. Now Kylie Jenner, whatever her name is, she had Travis Scott.
Yeah.
And we don't really know about the other. She had Tyga.
There was Miles Austin.
Yeah, it was Miles Austin. But
Austin, he was with the Cowboys.
They had Tyga. But other than that,
Tyga, that's Tyga, yeah.
But Kendall kind of it wasn't long ones. He had Blake Griffin. Was
Tyga with Amber Rose too? I know.
Yes. He had a kid with her.
Yeah. Oh, right.
No. That's Wiz Khalifa had a kid with her.
Wiz Khalifa, yeah.
Tiger was
21 Savage
but
later on.
Then it was Kendall, but you could say Chloe, but Chloe, Lamar Odom, at least he has a championship.
Tristan Thompson?
At least he had a championship. At least they had a championship, though.
She has a kid with Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, but they was with Lamar Odom and Christian Thompson.
Because Lamar Odom had a championship?
Yeah, at least they have a championship. The rest did it.
Was it because of him? Was it because of him or was it because of Kobe?
Kobe, it really because of Kobe. And then LeBron. It was Kobe LeBron basically did it. But other than that, the last one is the oldest one. Is she the oldest one or the second oldest? I forgot her name.
Chloe is
no, not Chloe. The other one.
Is it not
who is Kendall, Kylie, Kim, Chloe? Who's the other?
Is there Nicole? Is there Nicole?
I don't even know. A lot of people forget her name, but
Nicole, right?
Yeah, it could be.
I feel like there's a Nicole Kardashian. Am I wrong?
Is it Nicole Kardashian?
Oh my God, how can I not know this?
Because she's not the popular one. She went out with Scott Disick, for God's sakes.
Scott Disick, you know, speaking of him,
it's Kourtney Kardashian.
Kourtney, that's what it is. I was close, right? There's an O in both, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, Scott, he's actually like pretty out there, like in the music business himself. You know, media as well. You know, so.
But nobody. He got famous because of the Kardashians' wealth.
Yeah.
Like obviously he probably is a mogul. He probably did all this stuff, but he got famous because of that show.
Cars.
He got nice cars, but he's not really the guy.
No, he's just known.
He just known.
It's like he's like the one that's actually on the camera when they're going to like you ever see like the boxing match where right before Bruce became the boxing match with Kim Kardashian. Yep. I think he was there during. So it's like he's one of the few male.
I could tell you this right now: no basketball player, no football player, no baseball player is going to even touch the Kardashians.
Actually, there was a baseball player too. The catcher for the Dodgers.
But they're not going to touch them. You know why? It's because they're distractions. All they care about is that TV show. That TV show is their life.
TV show's over now.
Yeah, but I bet you they're gonna do a spinoff about the divorce. Who knows?
It could be.
Who knows? It might be. It might not be an E, but it might be somewhere like the freaking Bravo or some dumb
channel. Like one of them streaming channels have their own. Show.
I wouldn't. If I was, that's why James Harden didn't even want to go after Chloe. Chloe was gone. After Chloe, he started becoming an MVP because he was just too distracted.
That's probably why he went to Brooklyn.
Yeah, you get too distracted with the nonsense with the Kardashians. Get out of here. Too much distraction with the nonsense with Kardashians.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I do respect what these ladies have done.
Yep. Starting
off with the mom, I know it goes back to the O.J. Simpson case with the dad, but I do respect what they've done, to build this empire that is the Kardashians at this point. Well worth, over $500 million collectively, if not close to $1 billion at this point. So I do respect what they've done. I can't remember any type of family name you can I know we talk about the Jacksons, right? Because obviously we had Janet, Latoya,
they have
talent.
Tito. What talent does they have besides they had a sex tape a long time ago?
Well, see, here's the thing with the whole sex tape thing is that they have a following. Whatever it may be, whether it be it's just the fact that they're celebrities and people are curious about how they live their day to day, how they have relationships with usually it's like athletes for the most part, Travis Scott, there's others that we just brought up, but at the end of the day, they have a following, and the fact that they have millions and millions of followers and they have subscribers and they have high ratings, you respect that. And that's one thing you got to give it to these ladies.
I just don't know, man.
Is that the fact that they do have this type of following? You don't, and the youngest one, right, the one that has like the makeup line or the
Kylie Jenner.
You got to give her props for that. To come, she was worth over $1 billion. If
now
she's not still is.
Now she's $700 million right now.
Okay, so she dropped. But at the end of the day, I know she was well worth $1 billion maybe 2-3 years ago. It dropped. I don't know if the pandemic had anything to do with it. Whether it did or didn't. The fact that she still kind of created a product and advanced it to a level where it's well known, you got to give her these props.
The only props I give her is, at least she ain't had a sex tape out. She probably have it somewhere, but at least she don't have a sex tape out. Even Chloe got a sex tape.
But Kim did go beyond the sex tape.
Yeah, she did. She got better. She got her Harvard degree online.
Like Paris Hilton didn't go beyond her sex tape.
Yeah, Paris Hilton, she's like fell off, but
she did the sex tape. She did her.
But Paris Hilton, that's another. She wasn't really popular.
Well, Paris,
she was popular because of the sex tape and whatever.
Same
but
thing with
she didn't need to do it. Her dad was a billionaire. They owned the Hiltons.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying with Paris. She after that she did the show with Nicole Richie. You know what I mean? The daughter or adopted daughter of
Lionel Richie.
Thank you. That was it. Didn't go beyond that. That's my point. Kim went beyond that. Now, beyond that meant she just had a relationship with many athletes along the way. But at the same time, she still created a brand.
If you really think about it, Kylie was probably the more, and Kendall was probably still the more purest one out of them. Because you don't see a sex tape. Kendall wanted to do her own thing with modeling. Kylie have her empire with the lip fillers and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, they probably is one of those. But the Kardashians, not the Jenners, probably was the problem.
I would agree. Because the Jenners,
but the Kardashians made them the money. Jenner just, kind of utilized that fame.
I just thought of something. Through all that, we never talked about the son. The one that was
the Rob Kardashian
was with China.
Rob Kardashian, yeah, but
we didn't talk about him.
He's out of the limelight. He don't want to be in the limelight for a good reason. Because I probably
do
gained
we want
some
him
weight.
in the limelight?
I don't think we care too much.
That's
It's a son. Girls kind of women sell, sex sells. That's how it goes.
Yeah, it does. But at the same time, you would feel like he would still be involved. I think he got pushed out.
Yeah, who knows? I don't think he cares. I really don't even think he cares.
As long as he gets like a little bit of a stipend from them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he gets some type of money. Black China wants him to get more money so he get that child support. I know that.
See, even on Black China's show, he's not in there. Even though they have a kid together, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's not on the show.
Black China got a. She even had a sex tape. It was disgusting.
I didn't like it. OnlyFans?
No, it was a sex tape. It was long. It was before OnlyFans. It was disgusting. You could tell her booty was fake.
I saw the Amber Rose one.
Who Amber Rose?
It's her. It's her. You can see it's her, but.
Yeah,
I don't know who the dude is.
I tell you, Amber Rose is another one I don't really care. She has like a slut walk and everything. She could go to Amber Rose. Yeah, she could go somewhere with that.
Yeah, she's part of my peoples, yo. She's Creole.
She Creole?
She's it's in her blood, you know.
Everybody has something in their blood. A lot of people say they have Indian in their blood too.
Yeah, but she's definitely Creole. Right now, she's part of the community.
Yeah, I wouldn't put her.
I think in Pennsylvania.
I don't know if you want to put her part of that community. I'm just saying.
Hey,
you can do what you got to do.
I'm just saying, like, yo, we're proud of our people. You know what I'm saying? We're proud of our people.
Hey, all proud to you.
I'm just saying, she could do whatever she got to do. She's never really like embarrassed herself in any way.
You sure?
Embarrassed herself?
Having a sex tape is not embarrassing?
Somebody leaked that out. It wasn't it was unbeknownst to her.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Somebody leaked it. She found out. She was upset about it.
Oh, yeah.
And then she was like, whoever did it.
Just like Kim was upset. Chloe was upset. Black China was upset.
I tell you, Kim's not upset right now with that 600 whatever million.
Yeah, who else? You think she was upset to try to get her quotes, try to get her career on track?
The only thing with Amber, she was like, I got a sex tape. How come I'm not as rich as Kim? That's the
only cares. No one cares. Okay. We don't even know what's her talent. How many sex tapes that came out and no one knows their talent?
Wow.
Yeah, like it's so many things that I don't know anybody's talent, and
some of them just get leaked out.
So many famous people got all these stuff with no talent.
Yeah, true.
That don't make no sense.
I mean, you know what? It just comes down to people just getting like that free marketing in a way. Yeah, so. It's just a way where you can throw it out there. You don't have to advertise. It's just free marketing. People will hear about it. They'll watch it. Be like, boom! Now we know who you are. The problem is that sometimes you have to do more than just do a sex tape. You got to kind of present yourself in a way.
No guys could do a sex tape and be famous like that. For some reason, those are girls.
Like, I mean, the only one that it's not the only one, but the only one that comes up to mind is like when Safari, you know what I'm saying, put her like pic of his shit on
this guy Safari.
I'm saying,
like
true. Dudes trying to get themselves known more so.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying?
I just don't see it. I just don't see why people do all that.
Because the thing with Safari, I know he had this thing with Eve, and I know Eve had a sex tape, but Safari wasn't in it. So Safari was like, well, shit.
Eve had a sex tape with Stevie J.
No, but I don't know who was in it. I never seen it. I just know she had one. I didn't know who was in it. Stevie J? Was it Stevie J with Faith Evans at the time?
No, sure? Eve had a sex tape with Stevie J. Eve.
Yeah, but I'm saying in the video, Stevie J, you see his face?
Yeah, Stevie J face. You see everything with Stevie J. I don't know if he was Chris Evans, but with Faith Evans or nothing.
No, I think they had a relationship.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe obviously post Biggie. Yeah, wait.
That's what I talked about. I talked about this before.
Stevie J, he was with Bad Boy.
Eve had like little nappy pubes. That's what it was.
Who, Stevie J?
No, Eve. Eve had nappy pubes.
I'm glad you didn't say that.
Now what's the name? Now she with her little
show.
Yeah, no, it's not her. She basically got rich overnight from marrying Homeboy.
And I thought you meant like what she's doing now. She's doing the show.
No one cares. She's not in the show no more.
Like in England.
Yeah, she married a rich Homeboy with all the. He had mad kids and he wanted to marry Eve. Yeah. She's set for life.
She's in England.
She's set for life. So she's good. She's good.
I'm just saying. I don't like. You're telling me in the video you can see Stevie J's face.
You can see everything.
Okay.
I don't think you can see it, and you can't look it up and find it no more. But you can see everything.
Okay.
Yeah, it was in the dark. You could see Stevie J with a bandana and Eve.
I got you. Okay,
so, yeah, it's one of those.
I'm not gonna go watch it, but I feel you.
Like you ain't gonna go to like Pornhub and go watch it.
Like Eve is she's a great artist. By the way, big shout out to Lauryn Hill.
Yeah,
first female to go diamond. Remember, was it Miss Education of Lauryn Hill? That was the album.
Hey, you know, I'm so
remember, you remember the Fuji?
Is it first rap female or just first female?
First hip hop female.
Okay, I'm gonna say because I know Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey had to go diamond.
Not even Madonna went diamond.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Madonna went diamond. Whitney Houston, obviously,
Okay.
she's a legend in her own name. So first female hip hop artist to go, and there's so many hip hop artists over the years.
It took so long then. Why it took so long?
Well, that's the thing is.
Yeah, because
it took so long, but either way, I'm happy for her.
Yeah,
I love the Fugees, especially from New Jersey. I know Wyclef is from New Jerusalem. Is that what he used to call New Jerusalem?
New Jerusalem.
Yeah, New Jersey. That's what he used to call New Jerusalem. Yeah, but anyway, rough segue into it. But at the same time, the thing with Eve, I didn't find her sexy to me. I don't know.
She was all right. I think at the time she was more hood, so a lot of people like her.
I think that's probably what it was.
Yeah, she was all right. I still get with her if I had a chance. Like back in the day,
Nicki Minaj is hood. I'm saying.
Yeah, but a lot of people like Nicki Minaj too. I don't like the fakeness of a lot of these girls now. They go to Dominican Republic and go do the fake stuff. And they come back and now it's got a nice body. I don't like that.
It's the way. So the difference is that if you go back to like Lauryn Hill days. If you go back to Eve days, is that you have an album, you have a mixtape, you're on The Source as a magazine, maybe not on the cover, you're on The Source, for the most part. You may get on Rolling Stones, who knows, but that was it. That was the only publicity you got. Right now, you can go on IG, you're on social media, you're everywhere, you're on TV.
Yep.
I'm saying you're your own marketing person and team, So at that point, where her... when I say her, I'm talking about Cardi B and any of these rappers right now, is that they do all these changes that you're talking about, fix themselves up because they can just go out there and just automatically print and showcase themselves right away. Look at Megan Thee Stallion, right?
Yep.
Beautiful at this point is because she portrays herself that way.
But she's good. Real. At least she's real. I don't like her smile, but at least she's real.
Everything about her is good.
Yeah, I like how real she is. But
like her
I don't like her smile. She got like that something smells type of smell. Like that little show her.
It's probably
teeth.
the makeup because
no, is that show her teeth smell like it's funky in here type smell?
I'll double check.
She got that funky.
Her makeup
too much
is
teeth.
good though. I'll tell her makeup looks good.
I didn't say I like the natural, but she got that show too much teeth type smell. See, she could be prideful all she wants. I'm just saying.
I'm saying, like
I know
she
you
takes
like
pride in that.
I know you like the pride in that. You like her booty too. Like,
how do you not?
All she does is sing and twerk.
She raps to a whole nother level.
She raps to her twerks. She raps to her twerks.
It's brilliant stuff.
Yeah,
quality stuff. You gotta admit to that.
Yeah,
and I think I know we don't have it today. We don't have the Fellas 5. It's our first day back.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But I remember way back I did a Fellas 5, and I had her on there. Is that the thing with Megan is that she's been through a lot of heartaches. Right, her mom died.
Yeah,
her mom was in the industry. Her grandmother died. All within, I think, like 2 years. So for her, she's been through a lot of heartbreaks. Remember Carl Crawford?
Yeah,
Tampa Bay. I think he was a Boston Red Sox.
Mm-hmm.
She was part of like a music group, and he was the manager, or at least he was.
And wasn't paying her.
Yeah, paying. So she went through like that type of conflict back and forth. So she's been through a lot. To where she is now, to where she was like 2 years ago. Mad props to Megan. Mad props for her to like kind of like rise above all of that negativity and to put herself on there. Like right now, I probably would say the number one female hip hop artist is Cardi B. Megan
right now, yeah.
Right underneath is Megan.
Yeah, you could say that, I guess. Nicki Minaj still, in my opinion.
Nicki hasn't come out with nothing new.
Yeah, but she's probably
God bless her son and let her raise her son.
Her dad, rest in peace to her dad. Her dad died recently.
Yeah. And the car hit and run.
She had a lot of, I think Nicki had a lot going on. Her brother with the whole trial. Her dad died. She got a baby.
She didn't have that good relationship with her dad anyway.
Yeah, but she had a baby. It's too much things. She got too much things.
They never like reconcile like how their relationship was. So to have a son, her and her dad not to be like on the same page on a lot of things, for that to happen is tough. It's definitely
It is definitely tough, but I don't know, man. Too much twerking for me. I don't do the twerk stuff.
You know what? You don't have to worry about the twerk. All you got to do is listen to it. I'm saying you download Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music. You choose.
I like that new Cardi B song. That Up.
Up is good. Up is
good. It's like
Up
very
is
catchy.
Good. It's very catchy.
Very catchy.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what I'm saying. You ain't got to watch the music video. You just got to listen to the track.
No, even like the whole divorce of Dr. Dre and
Mulatto
Nicole.
was good.
Yeah,
Mulatto, yeah.
Dr. Dre and Nicole divorce. It looks like they like going crazy. I wonder how much money he gonna give her.
You're talking about as far as like the actual finalize of the divorce?
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of money.
If he's worth 800 mil, right?
Yeah.
Right?
He's gonna worth a lot of money.
Usually the female, whether the spouse, whatever, gets half, right?
You could say the females get half, no matter what.
Like what divorce did the male not get half? Like their divorce, the dude didn't get one.
Mary J. Blige.
Oh
divorce.
shit, that's a good one. That's a good. What? You know what? You know who the smartest?
Wendy Williams too.
Yeah, that's a good one. So the smartest female entrepreneur out there is Oprah. Because Stedman, at this point, still don't got that.
Still don't even got married yet.
Stedman still don't got that ring.
That's a damn
Oprah
shit.
still hasn't given Stedman the ring.
But I think because of first of all, a lot of people still think she don't like men. So
Oprah?
A lot of people still think she's like.
You know she has a daughter. Do you know?
Yeah.
You know the history of her when she was raped at 14?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people still think that she don't like men. So she kind of it's one of those things on there.
Oprah, really?
Yeah, it was a lot of rumors that she goes both ways.
So her best friend, right?
That's what a lot of people thought it was.
But at the same time,
Gail, because is Gail married?
I don't know. I don't.
You see that? You see? You understand?
I understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, if let's say we want to kind of flip this around, Ellen came out, Rosie O'Donnell came out. Why wouldn't Oprah come out?
It could be one of the things that she likes both, so she don't want to commit. Think about it. Ellen came out because she likes one. Rosie likes one, but she likes both and don't want to commit. She wants a life partner with Stedman, but she also wants her best friend. Okay. So think about it.
Cake and eat it again.
Like, if you marry Stedman, you almost have to. You can't be in a situation that you have polygamy. So what are you gonna do?
Let's live in Utah,
and you're gonna see her with Gail all the time. They're gonna say, "Hey, something's going on over there."
What's going on?
Yeah. So you expect Gail's not married. Stedman, so they probably have a nice little agreement. I wonder if they have an agreement.
Yes.
To say,
all three of them.
All three. You do good, Stedman. You part of my persona. You get a little something. Okay. Get a little 2% something.
So Oprah, what does if I'm understanding you right? So she said, "Hey, listen, I got the OWN network. You know what I mean? So I'll give you a slot on Saturday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you give a little, I'll give you a slot on Friday. If you give a little, and then we'll do something together on a Wednesday." Is that what you're saying? On Hump Day.
I think they probably figured things out. Okay. And it's been a long time. I'm pretty sure it's been 20 years.
It's been a long time.
Like, come on.
First we thought it was Stedman that wasn't really popping the question. Now we know it's Oprah not popping.
But Oprah don't want to get married. All that fortune. Like, you know how much she had to freaking divvy up or something.
That is true. You know what I mean? And the thing about Oprah, she worked hard to get to where she is. You know
exactly.
What I mean? You can go way, way, way back, to Chicago with her show. Even I think if I don't know about you, this is actually a personal thing. Is that the first time I heard and knew about Obama was from Oprah because my sister used to watch the Oprah show way back. Chicago, he was a senator, I believe. I think he was a senator or was a congressman. He was a senator in Chicago. It was because of Oprah I actually heard and knew about the Obama name. You know, how intelligent he was, how eloquent he was in the speech and everything. So the thing with Oprah is that she's been like this like high-end person for years. So you would figure she always had the power. At any moment, she can snap her finger and say, "Hey, we're married.
Yep,
me and you and Stedman, we're together." And she said no. So imagine, they come out, she comes out with a book later, and then everything you're saying is right. Like,
I'll be surprised. It's just like when they say, "Well, Paul Mooney and Richard Pryor's son, they did a little something together, or he raped her or something." Yeah,
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's a lot of like Marlon Brando and freaking what's that guy the famous
Christian was his son. You talking about Marlon Brando's son?
But no, Marlon Brando and Richard Pryor was doing a little something.
I didn't know about that.
See, you gotta get a nap.
What are you talking about? You're talking about like early 90s or something? Or
early 80s and 70s.
Marlon Brando
used to bang all the
Marlon
the actors,
Brando.
the black
about
actors.
Godfather.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Used to bang all. That's what they used to say. Even Quincy Jones, they used to have these little sex parties.
Quincy Jones,
swear to God,
the legend.
Quincy Jones. They said that it was normal back in the day when guys used to have sex with each other.
I'm gonna do research on that.
Yeah, research it. I'm telling
Quincy Jones, Marlon Brando, Godfather. You're talking about
you ever
the
wonder,
greatest composer.
You ever wonder why most of these actresses and actors tend to always stick with each other when they come to relationships? They don't date regular people.
Well, they don't, because they're in that circle. That circle tells them that, hey, you and me, we have this type of a bond based on what our profession is, what our value is worth, and I'm not taking advantage of you. You're not taking advantage of me. It's not like some regular person where you're like, are you with me for my money? Or are you with me for me? I'm not sure. But when, like, for example, like Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt, you know, for them, even though Rachel,
Yep.
nah, Rachel is a friend's name. What was the girl's name? The white girl,
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston. Yeah. So even though Brad Pitt and her had a relationship, she went with Angelina Jolie, right? Because they were already in the biz. They were in the movie level. I don't know if like TV and movies different, but they already were on that level of like, hey, me and you. It's not about money. It's not about fame. It's about me loving you or liking or whatever. So that's how I understand it. When you're telling me that way back they were doing things, that's a little bit different. That tells me that there was an uncover secret shit.
I am 100% sure back in the day it used to be so much secret shit that used to go on, especially with like how to become famous, how to become good. And I guarantee some of those producers and directors used to bang all the actors and actresses. Either men, women, they don't care. Just like when they used to have the child actors and actresses, they used to go in the adult parties. Think about Drew Barrymore, what she used to talk about. Like she used to go to adult parties and when she was like young.
Yeah.
Think about it. Kate Hudson's. Think about it. That's how it goes.
I mean, I'm not into the know to know all that, but you know, other than the whole Jeffrey Epstein and
even that.
What was the other dude, the producer that was he was indicted
and then he left.
Yeah, now he's like in a wheelchair in jail.
That's I don't even know his damn name.
Like,
it's a little weirdo.
Like the Me Too movement.
Even like the one who dated his stepdaughter, the famous director.
Woody Allen.
Woody Allen.
Woody Allen.
Yeah.
Is it Soon?
Even Alan the one that was on the the Hollywood with Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio. Alan something. He's like he was like a portrayal, and he actually had to leave because he did some type.
That's
of
what
rape.
I'm talking about. The one that like now he's in a wheelchair. Yeah. Him. That's what I'm talking about. So other than that, there was nothing else I ever heard about, like in the music business or movie business or media.
But that's what happens. They do weird stuff.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I see it, but it's just I don't think it's going on when it comes to Quincy Jones and
you'd be
Oprah.
Surprised. It's going on.
These names, they're like prominent. You know what I mean? Like they're
that's why they can't.
Quincy Jones did Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
You can't tell you these things because they're prominent names.
Yo, Will Smith is not gonna like be involved with somebody when he finds out. Unless you tell me you found out, and he's like, I'm out of here. Let me do some great ass movies.
A lot of people say even Will Smith had like a down low brother.
Stop that.
Back in the day, they used to think that.
Like Trey said that on episode 2 when we did.
A lot of people thought that. I'm not saying he did because I like Will Smith, but your childhood is about to be over.
Yeah, it's not gonna be over. But I'm saying there's a lot of respect I have for Will Smith. I'm not gonna allow you and Trey. You know what I mean? Shout out to Trey.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, whatever he's up to.
Here's the thing. You know what's going on. Think about his wife. His wife, she banging all the young cats.
Jada's beautiful.
Yeah, Jada. You still think that's not going on after her entanglement? You still think something's not going on with her?
I think, you know what? Sometimes people like fall out of love.
She's like 50 years old trying to have sex with like a 20-year-old.
Because people fall out of love. You know what I mean? Like,
she's a grandmother trying to have sex with a 20-year-old.
Well, that's the thing. Will Smith feels young and you know, and
20-year-olds. August Alsina. You try to have sex with. And this is the one that we caught. This is not the one that we we know about. I'm pretty sure she was doing all these other stuff.
Yeah, but the thing about it, like, you know, when you're in that type of industry, is that you're always on the go. It's always moving. You don't really get that time to enjoy time with your spouse.
Celebrity is just like people. They gotta. If you look at the divorce rate of America, it's over 50%.
That's true.
So celebrity is probably 75% if you put them in a group.
Absolutely. So that means it's common. So if let's say Will and Jada are on this level where they're not on the same page, and Will wants to move on to other things, or Jada wants to do it, that's common.
Will Smith cheated too. Will Smith had her.
Probably did, but
he just didn't get caught.
He didn't get caught.
He probably was like, "Yo, you took care of this because now you got this young cat coming out."
He did do 2 movies with the chick. He did was Suicide Squad with her, and he did the one,
Robbie.
He did
Margot Robbie or Marmy,
yeah,
whatever. She's
yeah,
kind of cute though.
the movie where like they're like robbers in a casino or
Yep,
something like
yep.
that. Yeah, it's a swiper. What was the name of it?
I don't even know.
But
It was
anyway,
whack.
so they did two movies
It was a whack
together. It was
movie,
whack. It was actually not one of his best, but it's funny they did two movies together, which is ironic because usually he does one movie and he moves on. But so at the same time, like I said, people fall out of love. Celebrities more so than common folks. That's all it is.
I'm just saying.
Don't
It's a lot of
Will
people you
Smith
need gotta worry about with these situations.
I gotcha.
Especially, I'm just saying, if you just don't know that down low brother named Will Smith, you'll get yourself in a situation.
Will Smith is the ish.
Yeah, he was an ish. I'm not gonna say he wasn't an ish, but he was a down low brother, allegedly. Allegedly, we're gonna say everything allegedly. These days.
Okay, we gotta say that.
Yeah,
So
allegedly. I'm not gonna know. Just like Oprah Winfrey was allegedly playing both sides. And then Quincy Jones allegedly did his thing.
The thing with Quincy Jones is that when let me see, he did was the We Are the World. Is that what it was? He was in the 60s, right?
We Are the World. Huh?
The one that he did
he liked to go around the world too.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I would too though. If I
had
that kind of money.
No, you want to go around the world with Quincy?
Travel.
Okay, I'm just saying. You just scared me just now.
I'm saying traveling.
That's why you call this Fellas Corner.
Europe. You know what I mean? I'm saying South Africa,
I'm pretty
Africa.
Pretty sure he has a lot of
not
people
North Asia, but South Asia.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
You know I'm saying I want to do that kind of traveling.
Even Michael Jackson had little rumors about craziness.
That we know. So I don't know about like all of the rumors, but there was a lot of interesting one.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting rumors. It's a lot of rumors about a lot of people want to do a lot of nasty stuff.
Yeah.
But we just don't know yet.
See, the thing about all of this is that it's all hearsay. It's all rumors.
It's allegedly.
We don't know.
That's why we say allegedly.
That's right. But I'm saying we don't know. So I think usually what you want to do first, you want to automatically just give them the guilt and say, hey, yeah, you're guilty. Let's find out as the court order system goes.
Hey.
Is innocent before proven guilty.
How many people was innocent and how many people was guilty, and some of them just it's always flip flop how they got tried. Mm-hmm. Once you put your name with pedophile, rape, or everything, your life is already over. Mm-hmm. So they try to mask it by giving people a lot of money.
Yeah, the hush hush money.
Yeah, the hush hush. Why you think certain people get famous more, and they just all of a sudden you allegedly stop working with someone? It's the reason. Even if it's a great think about Martin and Gina.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Got away.
Gina didn't feel comfortable working with Martin Lawrence
and then
on the show.
Allegedly, it was just because of that, and they stopped working with each other. They was famous. Martin was one of the pinnacle black movies.
Oh yeah,
that a lot of people love.
And then show.
And then what happened? Boom, done.
Now the thing is, they go further back. They go into House Party, right? I think it was House Party 2. Yeah, they were together, so they go way back.
And
so
then
they know each other well.
My thing is, Martin still became famous and more famous. Gina kind of fell off. She was on that the one with Damon Wayans.
It's not All My Children.
No.
All My Kids.
All My Kids. All of us. So I don't even know what it was. But she's still, Then she got a little famous back again. Her husband is horrible, is not famous, and she's not famous.
Martin. Yeah, Dwayne Martin was part of the Husbands of Hollywood.
I know. Yes, I know Dwayne Martin from Above the Rim, and really that's it. The other stuff irrelevant. Like now he's in a nasty divorce right now, so that's kind of crazy. But she was probably the breadwinner in the whole thing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, she was. That's a good one. That's a good. So that one it was more public because with that one, it's funny. Remember Brahman?
Yep.
Brahman said that he remembers going into like one of like the readings and doing one of the casting pre-shows, and Gina wasn't there and Mark was there, and then he was like, something's going on, and then they didn't tell him in detail, but he was like, something's up, but he didn't know. They didn't tell him, but we knew something was up. The thing with that is I think it was more of a mutual separation. We probably saw Martin did things
one got more famous than the other. Is allegedly.
Yeah, but I think it was more like Martin did something inappropriate. Gina just said, "Hey, I'm not gonna say nothing. I just want to be separated."
I'm pretty sure, especially with Hollywood, a lot of those things got more appropriate and things like that. So who knows? It's Hollywood. That's why. It's
Hollywood, yeah. But I will say through all of it, I still like Martin.
I like Martin. Gina, I know Gina's good. She don't do really too much, so it kind of. it kind of defeats the purpose of watching Gina for anything, unless she's coming back for some epic like movie or anything like that. She haven't really done too much. She was on a Husband in Hollywood for a couple of shows, but other than that, she really would do too much. Yo, you finished watching Your Honor?
No, as I was saying, like, yo, when I had the Rona, like I was saying, what that does, like I say, I know physically you feel something, but mentally, what that does, it just puts you on like in a disinterest of anything that's around you. And when it came to TV shows, when it came to sports, when it came to music, when it came to Xbox, I just wasn't in it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I left off on episode 6, so. So I didn't finish. But is it what's going on? Is it done?
It's done. It's done. So, that was a good little series.
All right, so it's funny. I tell you,
I'm on to Sopranos right now. So
it's funny. I tell you something, and then I don't finish.
Yeah. How you guys?
I look like the fool right now.
Do you watch Sopranos? I know you watch.
I watched the whole season. I watched it twice.
How many times you watch Game of Thrones?
Twice.
Okay,
the whole series twice.
Yeah, but you can't watch like, Your Honor, which is only one season.
I could watch it. So now, what I did start like about 2-3 weeks ago, and maybe about an episode or 2 a week, was Raised by Wolves. You ever seen that?
Wait, hold on. This is the thing I don't understand about you, OG. How you gonna start something else when you didn't finish nothing else? Like that don't make sense.
It's
you gotta finish it, man.
The Rona.
Like you told me about the damn thing. That's the funny thing about it.
It's the Rona.
The Rona, but you started something else, but it's the Rona.
Yeah. Because it just takes a hold of you. It just tells you, hey, watch this, not this.
How many shows you started since Rona?
So I started that. I was watching a documentary. I recorded insurrection, case trial on CNN, the 7 days. I recorded that, so I finished that. So I was watching that. Yeah, that's about it.
Right. It's only like 8 to 9 episodes on.
Yeah, I'm going to get on it. I'm saying
like, it's not even that hard.
No, I'm going to jump on it. Walking Dead came a couple weeks ago.
You could wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning and you'll finish all those by 5 p.m.
I'm going to get on it. It's just, you know how it is.
Yeah, it's not even really hours. It's like 50 minutes.
The weather's different.
Yeah, the weather's different, my ass.
It's
like,
cold. It was mad windy yesterday.
Yeah, so you couldn't hear it? You couldn't hear Your Honor?
The wind is like blowing at the windshield.
Okay. I'm just saying, it's a great show.
I'm saying, like, yo, it's like, the wind just be going mad fast.
Yeah, okay, whatever, man. Like Your Honor was a great show.
It is I know it is because
How many episodes you watched already?
I think I'm on episode 6 at this point.
Hey, so you got like 3 or 4 left.
So I'm like the last thing I remember was the kid was walking down the street during the funeral with a group of people for the funeral of his.
It's not 6 episodes. It's like 4 or 5.
Remember the house blew up?
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember him dealing with that drug dealer that was the drug dealer of his brother, and then that prosecutor pulled up and was like, "You're a prosecutor with that nice car or something." That's what I remember. Was that episode 5?
Yeah,
6?
that's like 4 or 5.
Yeah. So I gotta get back on.
Yeah, you need to get way back in there.
Get back on it.
That was a good show. I'm on Sopranos. I already finished season 1. I'm on like episode 6 of season 2.
You like it?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah. What do you remember last? Just so I can kind of like fill into where you at.
When the Italian guy came to the United States and he whooped the girl's ass.
Is it Sergio?
Sergio.
Yeah.
And then he came and beat the Chinese girl ass. And then at the titty bar.
Yeah,
that was good.
I remember the titty bar.
And then after that, I'm gonna watch more. But that's crazy.
So right now, do you know the term gumar already? By it?
I don't know what it means, but
you'll find out what Gumar means by like episode or season 3. Gumar, you know, that term hasn't been thrown around yet.
Not yet, but it's a good.
So in Italian culture or maybe mafia culture, the Gumar name is thrown a lot. You get to find out a little bit more about that.
We'll see. I think it's in my thinking. Gumar, I think it's the sister's boyfriend is gonna be a problem.
He's going to be a problem. The sister, the daughter, obviously of the mother that's like...
he's going to be a problem. I feel like it's going to be craziness with Tony
and
him.
The uncle, Sonny. Sonny is in charge right now?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Well, he thinks he's in charge, but Tony's still in charge.
Yeah, Tony.
I can't wait. I'm going to see what's going to happen. It's going to be crazy.
Yo, here's the thing with Soprano. It's one of the best shows that has no effects or anything.
Yep.
Right? we could talk about any, whether it be Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, Your Honor, you name the show. There's always some type of effects, right? Blown up this or that, or makeup or CGI and everything. The thing with Soprano, what makes Soprano great, what they say is one of the top five, and the same thing with The Wire is that it's one of the few shows that there's no effects, right? It's just written. There's location sets. There's a storyline. There's interaction between main characters and main characters. There's conflict. There's a climax to everything. But at the end of the day, it's just a story all the way. And Sopranos.
My thing is, Game of Thrones. What was the best?
Game of Thrones, another one.
What was the best episode in Game of Thrones?
My favorite episode, I can remember to the day, is the episode where Jon Snow was betrayed by all the people around him. He ended up getting killed. He got killed eventually by the young kid, where he got stabbed at the end. He got stabbed by a couple other people that were supposedly his followers. Those were the ones. Now that, and I did like the fact when the battle.
I forgot that happened. That he got killed.
But he got killed.
He came back to life.
He did, but we didn't know that. We didn't know that. You didn't know that.
Yep.
So so we didn't know he was gonna come back to life. So this was like probably 2 or 3 episodes before the season finale of season 6-ish, something like that. That was because it was like everything led to that point, but you never thought would happen. You thought Jon Snow was the leader. We thought Jon Snow's father was going to be a main character. And he ended up being killed. He got beheaded.
First, like the second show,
and he never came back. So when Jon Snow got killed, you wouldn't have they just killed Jon Snow. So that one, and then there's the number 2.
Though? How he came back?
Remember the lady in red?
Yes. But I think the battle of the Bastard was one of the best episodes.
That's a great one. That is a great one. Yeah. That is a phenomenal one because
Battle
at
of the Bastard was a great
especially with the surprise ending where the bird, his emblem of the flag is a bird. He came in and saved them at the end when they were stuck in that ditch, and that's a great one too. I would probably say top 5. That was that one. I did like it. What a lot of people say, and I don't know how you feel, is that the probably 3rd to maybe 4th or 5th to last episode of the entire series finale. That battle.
Yeah, it's too dark.
It was too dark.
It was good though.
It was good. Well done.
I just didn't understand. The battle wasn't like phenomenal like the other battles. And I like the Red Wedding too. That was a good one too. That was so surprising.
That was surprising.
Yeah.
The stab and it's funny if the spoiler. This is a spoiler out there. So if anybody's seen it,
it's good. Great.
If you haven't,
Game of Thrones been out for so long. There's no such thing as spoilers.
Okay. Speaking of that, there's a what do they call it? I don't want to say like a prequel to it in any way.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
spin-off.
it's supposed to be some
the Dragons of Thrones. I think it's called something like that.
I wish the ending was much better than what they did.
Now,
I wanted Jon Snow to be the leader.
There's 2 endings, right? There's the ending where Jon Snow and then Khaleesi, they're together. The dragon is outside, and Jon Snow does what we know he should do. He killed Khaleesi.
That is the ending.
There's that ending. But then the other ending that people have a gripe with is the fact that the sister became the queen of the entire...
of the North.
Exactly. And then the younger brother became the
king of whatever.
The
whole thing.
The whole thing. And then Jon Snow goes up in infamy to the north with the group of kids.
Yeah.
Those are separate a little bit. Which one are you saying? Are you talking about
first of all, I like what was the ending? I don't like the ending say all of a sudden she said, "Hey, we do differently. I know you blah blah blah." Like, come on, man. Mm-hmm. Like, you're the king. She could be whatever. Yeah. I get it. You want to be a queen of the North, but it should have been. And if he had that situation that he knew was going to happen, why you made everybody die before that happened? It just didn't make sense. I wanted Jon Snow because he should be the rightful heir, regardless of anything.
But he didn't want to. Because that's why he
even
went
if
up
he
to
want
the
to,
north
even
of
if
the
he
wall.
want, it's other people. It's rightful heir. You could probably make the small guy. The right, because he looked like, but he's the master of strategic war, which is good. But it just didn't make sense. I just didn't like him as the king. It should be other people as the king.
I would agree, but I think the thing with Jon Snow is that he wasn't. Remember, he was not necessarily the heir of the rightful king, which was Ned. He was heir to the Mad King, right?
Yeah.
The Mad King and Ned's sister.
Yeah,
so for him, he was heir to what probably wasn't really supposed to be the king. It was never good intention. He just happened to be a nice person.
Yeah.
So for him, he wasn't in that royalty lineage.
But I do feel bad for Ned's wife kind of, but not kind of,
Yeah, the
because
Red
she kind of treated Jon Snow bad.
sorry.
That was the problem.
Yeah. Well, she didn't know.
But Ned should have told.
The bastard.
Yeah, Ned should have said something.
Yeah.
But we look like we over.
So real quick before we end, I wanted to bring this out because we didn't do a couple episodes in the last couple of weeks. I wanted to just say, I guess, my condolences overall to a lot of names. You know, it's only been a month or so into the year. Well, obviously 2 months over at this point, but just a couple of names I want to throw out there. Names that one way or another I'm familiar with. I've seen, you know, obviously like on TV and whatnot. But they were just names that died either early or significant names that I wanted to throw out there. So Dustin Diamond, you remember Screech?
Yep. Screech.
He died young of cancer. The thing with him, he died at a young age. I think he was like 46 or something like that. You know, rest in peace to him. Way early. I wanted to Vincent Jackson. We watched him football. He died at a young age.
Alcoholism.
Which is ironic because he died right after Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl as a former Tampa Bay wide receiver with Mike Evans along the way. Rest in peace to him more so. Larry Flynn. Now, this is obviously controversial as I throw out the name. He was the lead creator of Hustler magazine. Yeah, we were kids. That's all. I'll leave it at that. I'll go on to the next one. Cicely Tyson, one of my favorite series of all time is Roots. I one day, and I've been planning on it since last year, to actually have a good 5 or 6 days that me and my sons can watch Roots from beginning to end. And the thing with Cicely Tyson, she was the mom of Kunta Kinte. You know, she had a prominent role in that series. Amongst anything else you can watch throughout, anything else you can throw her name out. She died at a great age too. I think in the 90s or whatnot. That Larry King, king of media. You know, he was always out there. I think he had like 9 wives or something, 9 divorces. Elizabeth Taylor, I think Elizabeth maybe has 7 or whatnot. Hank Aaron, you know, he, in my opinion, top 5 baseball player of all time. You know, home run hitter to surpass Babe Ruth. We know Barry Bonds surpassing him for home runs. We know there's a controversy with the PEDs and whatnot. A lot of people say Hank Aaron is the true leader. The main thing is that he passed Hank Aaron along the way. There's a great story to that as well. And then there's a lot more, but the last one I'm going to throw out is Siegfried and Roy. The thing with this is just more of a tragic story where Roy, the whole tiger jumping in, disemboweling him and all of that. And then he eventually died in his 80s as well. There's many names out there. I just want to throw these out there because these were names that I remember growing up. And at this point, they're no longer with us. It's a whole new year. And, condolences to their families and friends.
Yeah, condolences on there. But let's say, we're going to get out of here. Everybody stay safe.
We back.
So we're back. Everybody stay safe. Obviously, love your loved ones, love yourself, and love everybody for you. If you can't heal yourself, you can't heal others. Hurt people. So that's what I always tell people. And as I said before, if you're not productive in life, if you're not making money for yourself and your family, then you shouldn't have an opinion at all. That's it. But let's get out of here. As I said before, we're going to be back next week. New times. We're going to actually start doing stuff. Even though we're going to do it, we're going to start sending out stuff every Thursday. So you should see some stuff. And we're going to start working on this YouTube things while we out of here, you know. But see y'all later.
Don't forget.
And let's roll.